as we get ready for our third fight of the night here at XKO.
Chris, everyday Salas, his brother, is all day Salas.
That's right, Joseph.
Now, no, it's not Joseph.
Is that Joseph Salas?
Fernando Salas.
Really? There's so many Salases.
There's Fernando. Anyways, Chris Salas makes his way to the cage. And you're right, there are a lot of Salases.
Okay, well, listen.
This one is making his pro debut today.
I understand. And, you know, I'm looking at, I see Carlos Moreno in his corner, Muay Thai coach. He'll obviously be showing great striking skills, great Muay Thai skills. And as well, he's coming from Soul Fighter, so I would imagine that he's an all-around fighter.
That's what his brother said. When I asked his brother about his brother, you know, what's his fighting style? He said he's a wrestler. That's his base. He's a wrestler,
which is a great base to come into.
Yeah, and you know, striking. I don't know how to say that. I mean, what would you rather your base be wrestling or be striking?
I tell you what, that is such a, you can't answer that question honestly,
right?
Because it depends on the fighter. But I will tell you this: if I was getting into the sport, I would want my base to be wrestling because it's harder to be good at and learn. Whereas striking, you can develop quicker and become better at it faster.
Right. Well, at the weigh-ins, if you fight fans were not there was a little tension at the weigh-ins, much like you would somewhat expect.
Yeah, and by tension, you don't mean sexual tension.
Not bisexual tension, no, but Salas and Nealy did brush up, and Nealy's always been a very respectful guy to his opponent. Like he said, I've always had respectful fighters approach me at the weigh-ins. Chris is he's very amped up. Chris is his first pro fight.
Yeah.
He is excited.
Yeah, well, and you know what? You got to keep that. Once you're in here, he's in the cage now.
Yes.
He needs to have good peripheral vision. You don't want to get tunnel vision your first time in as a pro. You want to see everything. Right now, if I'm him, I'm talking with the referee. I'm watching everything. I'm seeing the cage. In fact, I'd be walking around the cage, so I'm not having that, you know, like I said, peripheral issue.
Man, he is a gun, hammer back, ready to fire. He's a hair trigger is what he is right now.
And I tell you what, and that's great. Just keep it. What you don't want to do is kill yourself by letting your nerves burn your energy.
And your emotion. How many times have you seen a fighter make his pro debut, or even a veteran, let the emotion get the better of them, and then guess what? They're seeing red.
That's right. And a scientific fact is that emotion is will take physical energy from you. Now, he's fighting. He's fighting a very good fighter, Joshua Nealy.
Oh, man. Great guy.
He is a terrific guy, but he's a very dangerous guy.
Tell us about him.
Well, Josh Nealy, obviously, coming in here, you can see he's in terrific shape. He's got some really cool tattoos. Here's the thing with Josh Nealy. Josh, fighting out of Failings, one of Derwin Lamb's fighters, but here's the thing with Josh. He has got really crisp striking, very crisp, and he is not afraid to get dirty on the ground.
Well, you know, the thing about Josh Nealy, he's coming off a foot injury.
Yeah.
He's cleared by the doctor to fight, but I believe it was his left foot. We're going to throw it to Travis Baxter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is in the 145-pound weight division. It will have 3 3-minute rounds. It's sponsored by Hampton Inn, the official lodging accommodations of XKO. Your referee in charge of this contest is Aladdin Martinez. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the fighters fighting on the Jim Ross Law Group blue corner. He's trained in Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and tonight is making his professional debut. He stands 5'10" and weighed in at 146 pounds, representing Soul Fighters from Dallas, Texas, Chris Everyday Salas. And his opponent, fighting out the Knicks Bank red corner. He's trained in freestyle fighting and holds a professional fight record of 1 win and 3 losses. He stands 6'1" and weighed in at 145 pounds, representing Phalanx MMA. From Joshua, Texas, fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, Joshua Nealy.
All right, guys, we're back at the hits. Watch your wheels. Touch buttons if you like. Get back to points.
All right, fight fans. Chris Everyday Salas in the purple trunks and Joshua Nealy in the yellow, black, and gray.
Yeah, very colorful. All right, two guys, both right above 6 foot. Both men like to strike.
Just feeling, you can just already tell that both these guys want to feel each other out.
Yeah, and listen, Josh Nealy at 1 and 3. Thing about it is, Josh's his 4 opponents have all been very good fighters, all very tough.
There's the wrestling that I'm talking about.
Well, let me tell you, that's a great way to get your ass knocked out too. Chris Salas takes a knee from that position, you are in big trouble.
And Joshua Nealy at the weigh-ins, when I spoke to him today, no hard feelings, but it's just unusual. He's just so used. Look at the choke he's already putting on, but just as soon as he had it, he's losing it. But he looks like he's going back forward again.
Well, and right here, you see Chris going for the single, picks the ankle, gets him down.
This is the wrestler we're talking about. And like you said, you would much rather have a base of a wrestler.
To start out, yeah, for your career to start out with, absolutely. But coming in head first with a shot like that, and a guy with a little more experience than what Josh currently has, and he's going for the guillotine, that's not going to work. Pulls full guard. Now he's going for the triangle. Now see if we can switch over to an arm bar. Does he have the arm?
Oh, shoot.
He may
Chris
have the arm.
was trying to fight it.
Now Chris has got his arms together. He's locked his hands. But what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to separate those legs and walk through them if he's going to get it. And he does that. He separates the legs. He flips over to the side, gets the arm out. No, he's still holding on to it. Will he go for an omoplata? Nealy takes a shot. And Nealy would do well to get right there.
Great transition.
Yeah, very nice transition. Chris did a good job of getting out of that.
Man, I'll tell you what, he didn't panic. He had his head in the game. Did not look like a guy making his pro debut, I can tell you that for sure.
No, not whatsoever. And here,
Nealy's just taking some nasty punishment.
Right, and he's trying to slide out the back here, doing an underarm press. And really he needs to shrimp towards him if he can help it, because he's just going to lose that position, go to north and south.
There you go. You got to get that arm out, which he did.
And he's got to free, well, now he's in a position, there he freed it up again. He's going to have to hold him tight here. You can see Nealy doesn't feel real comfortable on the ground at the moment. You can tell because by the way he's switching positions with his feet. The first 2 times he had his feet there, he was putting his right foot on his left foot on his right leg. He should put a, man, and look at that.
He's going for a full mount. He's got a roll. He's good job by Nealy.
Yeah.
Now is the full top mount.
Yeah, because Chris was up too high.
Right.
Way too high.
Well, I got to tell you right now, I really thought that Chris would have been on high emotion, but this guy looks really controlled but yet aggressive.
Yeah, and you can tell he's loving the ground stuff.
Yep.
He's really enjoying the ground stuff. He's staying busy. He's working hard.
He's going to definitely be a grinder.
Well, and look at this. Look at the flexibility of Nealy. That's a beautiful move right there.
there.
If he can extend his legs, it'll protect him a little bit. He's not going to get a submission, but, man, that's a really good way to get out of this. And watch him try and flip out the back.
Great job.
That is a tough move. You got to be a real human Gumby to do that move right there.
I'll tell you what, we're about to end the first round, and there we are. I'm very impressed with both fighters on the first.
Yeah, and Chris Salas, here's the only problem with Salas, okay? Talking about wrestling as a base. You got somebody who's got more experience than Josh, the fight's over because he reached in with his hands and head and lunged halfway across the ring. He would have taken a knee or an uppercut and put him to sleep.
Yeah. Now, hopefully his brother's telling him, don't ever do that again. You got lucky on this one. Because I'll tell you right now, Josh Nealy would have foresaw that coming. He would have kissed you goodnight with a knee.
He would have. But that being said, he got away with it.
Yep.
He controlled the ground. He controlled the cage.
And I'll tell you, I like the flexibility of Josh Nealy because a guy like me that's got a little bit of a gut, my flexibility is trash. I went and worked out with a trainer the other day just on stretching because I don't stretch for the weights. She told me, yeah, you are rigid and you're gonna blow something out. You really need to start stretching. And ladies and gentlemen, stretching, look at Joshua Nealy.
Yeah, well, and it's easy
that's
too.
the benefit
too when you're 6'1" and weigh 145 pounds or whatever. I mean, when you're that thin,
right,
and you're that long and lanky and an athlete, your flexibility is going to be tremendous. That being said, he was very fortunate to get that foot up there out of the mount to protect himself. He could have taken some damage. He's going to want to be fast with his punches and kicks here and watch for the takedown.
Oh, that lunge is just making me nervous for Chris Salas.
Yeah, he shows he's got a nice little spinning back kick. But right here, I mean, Nealy's just kind of throwing. I don't like
great takedown defense.
There's the knee, but he's kind of there's the now watch for the takedown.
Roll.
No, missed the reversal, but he's already he's trying to get in a One butterfly in, one over the top.
Just go
from
ahead.
a guard position. And again, Antonio, what he needs to do here is he needs to push his head out, extend that right leg really hard, push off the ground with the left, and stand the hell back up. Because this is where you need to be standing up. You don't need to stay there, and unless you're being really offensive and you're going for a good submission, what in the world are you doing here? Sweep him or back off, get the hell back up.
Well, right now, in the first round, Chris did have full advantage of having a full mount, and he was throwing punches. He was in there. Right now, I'm not seeing that same aggression.
No, he's got to break.
I'm seeing him trying to be more calculated.
Well, what he needs to do, he needs to either break the guard or he needs to post up in a high position where he can strike here and hit Nealy.
All right, great job by Aladdin Martinez.
You know what?
No real action. No real action.
You know what? You know what? I gotta agree. I think that was a good restart.
Oh.
Okay, that you got to make the guy pay.
Chris is tired.
No, I don't think he's tired. It's just not. That's not his comfort level, man.
Okay.
That's just not his comfort level. When you've got those late, that's his comfort level right there.
He's so strong, though. Once Chris gets his arms on you, I think you begin to feel how strong he is.
He's got long limbs, but right here, Nealy, this is what separates men from boys. If you can use the cage to get back up, that shows tremendous ability, a high-level grappling, high MMA, not even grappling, just MMA experience and ability.
There you go. Go to the ear. Go to the ear. It's
really good.
It's open.
Really good
elbows. Way open.
I said knees. Really good elbows. Nice sweep. Nice reversal. He missed it.
Both of them rolling.
Man, he just missed the double underhooks. That's all, folks. The double butterfly sweep. Sorry.
You're just into the fight, just like
Bring
everybody
me
else.
another drink.
There we go. We've only been giving you water.
Got my Gatorade here, man.
Great job by Nealy. Finally on the top mount here.
Yeah, good reversal.
What's he gonna do with it?
Now see right there. That's what you do. That's what you do. Except you don't get retaken down. He did good on standing up.
He should have stood up, get
backed
back.
off. You're exactly right, Antonio.
All right, well, we're gonna go to round 2 out of 3 rounds. Going back to that ear, you remember Jeremiah O'Neal taking all that abuse to the ear?
Yes, sir.
He took at least 20 shots.
All right, so we're going to go to the third round.
First fight ended in submission against him. Second was by TKO victory. And then the last 2 were by submission.
Yeah.
Defeats.
Yeah, here we go. And it's a jab punch. Now, there's a knee that caught Chris. There's a jab that caught Chris. But what you don't want to do, you want to keep, this is the distance. If I'm Nealy, this is the distance I want to keep. Right there. That's right. Watch out for him. When he rushes in like that, do exactly what you just did, but then make him pay with a knee. Come right up the middle, hit him in the chin, put him out, game over. Those little leg kicks, those little taps, there's nothing going on there. You've got to hit this guy with intent.
And he's got the long reach. I mean, those elbows are like daggers. Trust me, I've rolled with guys with those sharp, thin elbows.
I mean, you're looking at the punches being thrown here. Fire off and throw a punch. And throw it to knock him out. Don't throw it. There you go. Now that's what we're talking about. A little more intent. Nice jab, a little intent there.
Chris kind of walked into that one, so you got to fire it off.
But look how he keeps his lead arm down because he wants to shoot. He wants to come in. And right here, Nealy needs to just go off on him. Right there. Sprawl, get the hell back up. Get up, get away. Just keep it on your feet.
There we go. Go with knee. I love the knee to the body. I love that.
I understand that, but you don't. This is why I'm saying. Right here, look what he let. Look, he's going to get his leg picked
Step
here.
up.
He's going to get cherry picked. He's going to end up on his back. And the worst thing he could have done.
And the coach, and you can hear Nealy's coach is saying, get up, get out of there. And there's the takedown.
And this is what I'm talking about. Get your ass against the cage. You're there. Push his head down. Stand the hell up. Use his head. Use his head.
There we go. There we go.
Now stand up. Explode.
Don't give him your back.
No, that's okay, but this is a much better position.
Oh.
That had nothing on it.
It sure looked like it did.
No. Now turn into him. Nealy needs to turn into him. You've got control of the arm. Pull it across your head. Turn into him like that. Now, push off. There you go.
Get those hooks in. Get those hooks in. He's going to roll on you.
Yeah, one hook in. Doesn't have the other one. Still trying to go for.
If you've got an advantage, if you're not locked up with the arms, get out of there. Well, I mean, you've got one hook in.
You got one hook in, but at this point.
Start punching under the.
Yeah, he's up too high. He needs to pinch his knees, get down lower, and extend.
Punch.
Now you got a little something you can work with. He needs to body triangle him if he can. He needs to control it. You got 10 seconds left.
It's going to go to the judges here unless you can finish it off. You got 3.
This is a
2.
He's not going to get it. And listen, Antonio, I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
That's an ugly fight. That's it's like two guys. And listen, I'm not trying to be crass with either one of these guys.
Right.
You take anybody else in this weight division in there, this thing is over fast.
Right.
And I mean fast. Well, here's how I'm going to call this. This is my personal opinion. Nealy loses the first. The second's up in the air. He definitely wins the third. I don't know, man. I don't know how. It's tough to call. It could be split. Hey, look who it is. Look here. Who's in the over there in the corner of Salas? Just came over, hugged Nealy. Who?
Fernando.
His brother Fernando.
Look
who's on the other side.
I'm looking.
No quit.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, Joshua Nealy.
All right, come on in here, Josh. Let's talk about this. Now, between your last fight and tonight, you're coming off an injury on the foot. You were cleared by the doctor to fight. Did you have any kind of tension, any kind of pain?
No, I didn't. I felt like he just read me. To me, as my record as, 1-3 easy fight. It's not an easy fight, definitely. So.
We all know that seeing you. You definitely are one of the toughest fighters coming in here. We were talking about the jab. You do have a quick jab. You do have quick hands. Tonight, we didn't see it as much in the last round. Was it because he was just coming in? You were worried about the takedown. Were you concerned with the takedown?
I knew he would come in and bullish me just from the face-off. I mean, the face-off became really low. And he nudged me, I knew that's exactly what he was going to do. And every time I threw my hands, he ducked and kept it. So I was trying to stay back. Just timed it right. I mean, he still got the takedowns good for him, but you can't lay on something in the MMA. So.
I got to tell you, Scott and I were talking about how tall you are, how lean you are. The first round, I believe it was the first and second round, just how flexible you were to use those legs. I mean, I got a little love here, man. There ain't no way in hell I'm as flexible to get out of something like that. So, I mean, give us your account overall on the fight. How do you think, performance-wise, how do you think you did?
I need to work more on my takedown defense. I mean, we tried it a lot, we worked a lot. But, I mean, he still had good shots. He still got my hips up from me. I heard my coaches saying stuff, but it's hard to comprehend when you're in there, so.
Is it just because it's Derwin Lamb and he's always yelling?
No, that motivates me more. I know he's pissed off, so I was trying to get in there and fix it. So.
Well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a round of applause for your winner, Joshua Nealy.